Let's play a quick game of keep or mulligan. You keeping this? Or are you sending it back? Up to you. Hello Daily Drafters, today is Tuesday, March 8th, and thanks for joining me for today's Daily Draft. As we hop into this draft here, thank you as always to those of you in the subscriber community for choosing to spend a part of your day here with me, and for those of you that are not subscribed yet, you will absolutely want to be by go ahead and clicking that red subscribe button attached to or underneath this video. Really helps me out. Hope you like the content, and we'd love to have you along for the ride. Remember, it's absolutely free. And you'll then have access to the most consistent, high-quality MTG Limited content on YouTube. Here at Daily Draft, we post a draft each weekday morning, and we have been going ham with this set so far and are super excited to continue with it. If we take a look at this Pack 1 Pick 1 here, there's Invoke the Winds, which is a very, very heavy blue card. I'm not super high on taking these Invoke cards super early. There's also Skyblessed Samurai. I mean, it's obviously good in a very, very heavy blue deck, but this requires you to skew your draft so heavy in the blue direction. I really, really like the Patchwork Automaton decks. We've had a couple in the past couple drafts here. Haven't really found the perfect build for it just yet, but I'm thinking this could be the day. So I'm going to go ahead and take Automaton over Invoke the Winds here, and that's basically just on personal preference, not even necessarily the fact that I think this is that much better than the other one. And then there's a Michiko's Reign of Truth. There is a Biting Palm Ninja as well, but there's a decent chance that this card is even better than Biting Palm Ninja. Artifacts and enchantments. This cares about artifacts. We can kind of lean in a little bit maybe of a black-white artifact kind of style with this. There's Virus Beetle, which I wouldn't mind playing either, but Automaton in a artifact-heavy, maybe black-white artifact, Kami of Terrible Secrets kind of deck could be a nice little grindy black-white deck to get down. Biting Palm Ninja, again, good card, but I think this has a higher upside in specific decks, so I'm going to go ahead and take the Reign of Truth here. And then we see a couple of interesting ones. So Ronin plus Automaton is a great combo that we could get going early. There's also Befriending the Moths to go along this idea here, but there's also just an Assassin's Ink, and I did mention that going down black-white I think is the best path with what we've got so far here. So I guess it's between Ronin and Ink, and I think I'm just going to take the Assassin's Ink and hope black-white's open. We don't necessarily need to be married to black-white, but I don't think I'm missing out on a ton here with Ronin. With Automaton and Ronin, this would kind of want to be a blue-red deck to really make this tick as much as it might, but Assassin's Ink goes really well in this black-white style of heavy artifact, decent amount of enchantment, value, Kami of Terrible Secrets style of deck. And in that black-white deck, there's also Nezumi Blade Blesser, which is very often 3-mana 3/2 Death Touch Menace. There is a Mukotai Soul Ripper here, which is an artifact. And maybe that's a reason to take it. We could just get pushed off of white a little bit and go down maybe a black-red artifact kind of thing with a couple of anvils maybe, and the Soul Ripper could be pretty good in that style of deck. The Blade Blesser is not an artifact or an enchantment itself, and I think in black-white you really want it to be before you take this kind of card. You've got to get your artifacts and enchantments before you take the cards like that. And then we see another Automaton. Whoa, yes please. This might make me lean very heavy artifacts in this style of deck. Reign of Truth can be one of our only white enchantments, maybe, because it still counts artifacts here. And Ink can be pretty good if we have a couple of enchantments, but another Automaton is a great pickup here. And interesting here. So, on the black-white path, there's like Imperial Oath, which is a good card. There's Mechanaut for blue-red, which would go very, very well with Automatons. This is not an artifact or an enchantment, but it is the most powerful card in this pack by a lot. And I think I'm going to take it for that reason. If we go with Mechanaut, we kind of have to dump like 3 of our first 5 picks. And Imperial Oath is a good enough top end that it's worth considering here. Now there's a Network Disruptor. There's also Papercraft Decoy and Ninja's Kunai. And just a Scoured Barrens as well. If we went Black X, wanted to splash Michigo's Reign of Truth. And maybe Imperial Oath. Don't have to be married to Black-White. Maybe that's a reason just to take the Scoured Barrens here. Over just a kunai or a decoy or something. So I think I'm actually going to take the land and go along that route. Now the only white we see is these two. No black in the pack, no red in the pack. So I think we just have to take Ninja's Kunai here to kind of delay the decision a little bit. We could take Web Spinner Cuff, go maybe black-green. But we're not going to have a ton of artifacts if we do that. We could still splash these cards in black-green, which is, maybe that's worth speculating on. I don't think we're going to miss a singular kunai, and this is an artifact itself if green is open. So we can take that. Okay, so now we see Voltage Surge and Arm Guard familiar. Those are the cards I've got my eye on here. If we go black-green, there's no green all of a sudden. Now there's blue and red. So I think I'm just going to take what I think is the best card in this pack, which might just be Voltage Surge, but I don't think we're missing much of any of this, and I'm not going to put much weight into that pick there. Now we have a Colossus, which could be decent top end in a deck like this. Don't think any of these other cards matter. Maybe Harmonious Emergence if we're going green-black to kind of add to our enchantment count for Michiko if we splash that. Maybe that's worth taking over just a random Colossus, so I'll do that. And there's Red Song Shaper, Return to Action, Malfunction, and Automated Artificer here. Guess we'll take the Artificer as just another artifact. Puppet, Ember Keeper, and Steelbreaker. Guess we'll take Ember Keeper. So this first pack kind of turned around on us a little bit. Black-green Centipede could be decent. Had a decent little start, and then things started to get a little confusing. Let's hope we can find some direction in pack 2 here. Satsuki the Living Lore. So this is kind of like a Saga Master. We currently don't have... We have Michiko's Reign of Truth, and that's it. There's a Terrarium, which can enable our White Splash as well as another artifact for both of our automatons. Probably worth taking here. I think every other card is really not that great, and I don't think we're going down green-white. So we'll just take an unexciting Terrarium. And then yet another unexciting pack, to be honest. I mean, we're kind of just not seeing the goods here. There's a Spirited Companion and a Jukai Naturalist for green-white, but I mean, what is our most likely combination here? We want to play artifacts for these. We have Ink. We have Reign of Truth. Imperial Oath. So maybe white. Emergence, Web Spinner Cuff. This is, green-white cares so much about enchantments, and automatons really want to care about artifacts. There's just another Artificer. There's an Iron Apprentice. We could take Roadside Reliquary. Guess we'll just take a very unexciting Iron Apprentice, and we're not liking how this is going so far. Okay, and then there's Rapid Battery. Good artifact. There's Invoke Calamity, but that's not for this format, I don't think. There's a Scrounger. There's a Voltage Surge. Maybe we just take Rabbit Battery and we're looking to be black-red? Splash white? In like a later game artifacty grindy black-red deck? And yet another unexciting pack. Don't like to see this. Guess we can take Kamano Faces Kakazan. Again, trying to lean black-red, a little bit more grindy, a little bit more late game. And then have a bunch of artifacts, splash a couple of good white cards here. Yeah, so I just don't think this draft is for us. This draft is just like, hey, can you put together some awful cards and see if you can win some games with it? Because that's kind of what's happening here. We are not being hooked up, not even in specific colors, but we are just... We're not finding anything. Like anything good at all. What's the best card in this pack? Narika? Maybe? Maybe Green-White's open? I don't know. I don't even know what to take here. Papercraft Decoy is a 2-drop? Like, what are we even doing? Here's the Kami. That is what we're looking for. This is the kind of card, even in black-red, we have 10 artifacts already and 2 enchantments, and there's a decent chance we can get a couple more of these. There's another Terrarium, which we already have one way to use that. I think we'll just take the Kami here. We could just take Uncharted Haven as well, but this is the card we're looking to kind of tie this deck together a little bit. And the Long Reach of Night is a good pickup for us here. Really do like this Black Saga. There's also Bloodfell Caves, which I wouldn't mind playing, but we'll go ahead and take the Long Reach of Night as another enchantment as well. Then we have Network Terminal, Kunai, Iron Apprentice. I think we'll take the Terminal. Again, enables a splash, and if we find a containment construct, then that can take this deck to another level. So I think we'll take the Terminal here. Don't think I care about any of these cards in the main decks. We'll just put it straight into the sideboard. Another automated Artificer, which is not doing much here. Scrounger could be pretty good. Kind of a grindy way to get to the late game and get some more value. So we are hoping that we get saved in Pack 3, because Pack 1 and 2 did not go particularly well for us, to say the very least. We do have 13 artifacts. A couple ways to splash Oath and Truth, which could be good. But we only have 11 creatures, I guess. Return to action. I guess we'll just take the artifact in it again. Spell Pierce. Actually, I'm going to pass Blue Signals. And Awareness. Give me the goods. Okay, so there's 1 red card. And there's 2 black cards in this pack. And that's it. There's a Blossom Prancer that we can't take. Are we even red? We could just be green. If we take the Blossom Prancer, then we have Blossom Prancer, Web Spinner Cuff, Harmonious Emergence, and then we get rid of Rabbit Battery, Kakazan, and Voltage Surge. I mean, I don't care about this. Maybe we're just green. Yeah, let's take that and see. And then there's Goro Goro. 2 mana 2/2, you can give your creatures haste, and then if you have a modified creature that's attacking, you can pay 5 to make a dragon, and that might bring us back to red. I think that's better than Blossom Prancer, and I think it's better than Leech Gauntlet for this deck. So let's take Goro Goro, and then we see Dragon Spark Reactor, and I think that'll assure us into red. We're going to have 15 artifacts. So we can take this reactor here and then hope we see a containment construct at some point. So there's Ambusher, there's Leech Gauntlet, there's Ironhoof Boar. I think we'll take the Gauntlet as another artifact, as a life-linking thing, as a way to equip creatures for Goro Goro, all that kind of stuff. So we'll take this Leech Gauntlet and be in a black-red deck that doesn't really have much of an identity, unfortunately. It just has some cards that are okay. Another Reactor's not bad, though. You could take that. None of these cards will make the deck, I don't think. So we'll just take the Colossus here. Yeah, don't quite think we got there with this one, unfortunately. Didn't see the the other half of the network terminal combo. Don't really have great late game, to be honest. We're relying on a couple of automatons and dragon spark reactors. And that's about it. We can get off to some explosive starts here, but don't know about this one. Reckoner's Bargain, Ambitious Assault. Maybe we could run this if we're aggressive enough, but I doubt it. Shadow Walker and Assault probably will not make the deck. So we've got 27 cards here, 26 if you don't count the land. We'd have to make a few cuts on this. I think we want to keep all the artifacts for double reactor, double automaton. So we have 17, probably can't cut any artifacts here. Swing and a miss. Don't think we're going to need Ambitious Assault here. How many enchantments do we have? 3, so the Kami is not looking great. You're already dead. I certainly am. I certainly am, Arena. It works well with Apprentice. That's about it. Papergraph Decoy. Alright, don't think we're getting any playables here at the end either, so this deck certainly fell short of expectations. But let's see if we can pilot it to a decent record here in this draft. Ironhoof Boar, that could do something, I suppose. So probably can't cut any of the artifacts or the enchantments, which would leave only a few cards left to cut here. Let's take a look. So I think I might just want to run 16 lands. I'm kind of over the whole 17 land thing. It's just pretty annoying. I flood out so much and it's kind of ridiculous. So we can do this and then this. 14, 15, 16. That would be 2, 3, 4 white sources for Oath and Reign of Truth. And then 8, 9, 10, 7, 8, 9. That seems pretty good. We would need 2 more cuts here. I think I like all of our non-creatures. I keep coming back to Steelbreaker. I know it's an artifact, but it's not a great one. And there's another Artificer. We're not really ramping to anything. Do still have 16 artifacts in the deck. 3 enchantments for the Kami. Yeah. Think we can run it back like this and be a little bit underwhelmed, but hope we can get underneath some of these decks in this format here. So just a reminder that we like to make sure that here at Daily Draft we post each and every draft that we record. Yesterday's was a prime example of that. Kind of got curb stomped a little bit, and still want to post it because I don't know, the format's sweet. We did some fun stuff. We built a fun deck, and we just got absolutely roasted by multiple virus beetles and mythic rare dragons and all that kind of stuff. But deck was still sweet. The draft was still fun, and we want to make sure we can try to learn something from each and every draft. So that's why we post them all, and including this one. This one will go up, win or lose. So let's just have some fun. This is awkward, but we can cast 2 cards in our hand. This one needs double black. This one's a splash. Yeah, easy keep. Never didn't have it. We'll just play the decoy, it's a better attacker. Ooh, I see. Okay. Let's do this. We'll offer the trade, and if they trade, we'll draw a card here. Nope, didn't think so. And then we'll just play the Scrounger. Circuit Mender, that's a good one. Automaton. I like. Let's play that then. Get that thing going. So I'm sensing you are already dead here. But we can play a 1/3 next turn that blocks these both well enough. They could also have... Yeah, we're just going to do it like this. If they have you already dead, they have it. We'll play... Next turn we can just play the 1/3. We can still have a block on this. Oh, Ninjutsu. Okay. That's what they wanted to do there. Do they want to kill our automaton or not? Probably so. Don't see why you wouldn't want to. Okay. Oh, they'll kill our Scrounger. Alright, alright. Yeah, let's play this. Play the Apprentice. And then get in. Still have 2 good blocks on the Silencer here. And then lose to a Behold the Unspeakable. Yeah, how many times do I have to lose to this card? This can still attack. Let's play the other one, I guess. And then get in there here. Alright, keep going, do your thing. We can kill that stupid flyer when it flips. We'll need to burn a treasure to do it. Don't like that, but... Oh, 2 top. Okay, go ahead. Circuit Mender. And Blade Blesser. Okay. Kami. We have mono artifacts here, so we're probably just going to have to hold this up to kill that, maybe. Yeah, I don't really see anything else we can do, so go ahead. We're playing 16 lands, and we're feeling the punishment here, but... Gonna hope they don't have the counter spell for when we go to kill that stupid thing. Yeah, that resolves. We can get rid of Imperial Oath here, because we're not even remotely close to casting that. And they've got the containment construct combo, it seems. So we're gonna have to burn our treasure. Feels bad. And we do not have an enchantment for the Kami. So do we just play it as a 3/4? Could also, no, we can't quite cast this. I'd really like to get the card off of this. And we only have 3 enchantments in the deck, so it's not like we're super likely to draw one. So we'll just play this here and then pass. Very vulnerable to flyers here at this point. Okay. Could get a 2-for-1. Oh, it has Death Touch, not Menace, though. Alright, so this gives us another trigger on these two. Guess that means it's good enough. I mean, we're not just gonna not play it. So let's get these automatons going again. I think we can attack here. I know this has Death Touch, but I'm fine trading it. So they're dealing 4 to it. So we can use the board to get the 2-for-1 here, although they do get to draw a card. Assuming this resolves and they don't kill it in response. Okay. Get to draw the card off Circuit Mender, but we did get the 2-for-1, even though they have... You are already dead anyway. Okay, they have 5 cards in hand. We have 0. Go ahead. And we're highly likely to keep drawing lands here at this point. So that's pretty unfortunate. Pretty good combo there for 2 turns. It's probably only a matter of time before they find their network terminal for this. Surge Hacker Mech's gonna go ahead and smack our automaton. Nope, get rid of the decoy, okay. They just don't want us drawing another card here. I knew that was coming, so go ahead. They're flooding out, but I don't know. They've got things. Can attack us with a 5/5 and can't do much about that. Let's see. So they're going to get the 2-for-1 here. But I don't see what these creatures are doing left on this battlefield anyway, so... Okay, we can put the counter here. Probably should have put it there now that I think about it, so we can block the mech. Sky Swimmer Koi. Next turn they have 5 power of flyers, and we have no way to deal with that. The Moon Circuit Hacker. Looky what it is. So we'll get hit for 3 this turn, 5 next turn. Could be more this turn if they want to go ahead and send in the mech too. It's got Menace. No, just 3. All right. Now they got Big Chunky Boy. At least we get a couple triggers here. Can reconfigure this, but it really only works on attacks. I mean, we can attack with that, but then what's it? It's just trading with just the crab at that point, and then our whole board is basically gone. So we'll just keep it back, I guess. Kami, draw a card, gain a life. And look, you've got 2. Alright. It looks like we'll go ahead and die here. Die the slow and painful death to the 19th Behold the Unspeakable this format. Too little too late for that. Two top. Don't think it really matters at this point. You got a bunch of flyers. We have no way to deal with flyers. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Let's rally here. See if we can rally with this mediocre deck. Okay, so this hand's not so bad. We have Reactor on 2, Terminal plus Voltage Surge. Well, now we have Automaton on 2. Could just Voltage Surge that now. I think that's worth it. Submit 0. And I think I'm fine doing Automaton first here. Centipede is going to be a good attacker. We'll go Terminal. Life of Toshiro. Now we're going to get hit for 6, 2 turns in a row. So that's nice. Another land. Okay. Guess we have to play Long Reach of Night here at this point. Won't be blocking their 6 again. Kami. Nice. Draw a card. Hopefully we don't draw another land here, so we can go reactor into another artifact. Well, that's something, I guess. Into another reactor, into being able to use network terminal now. So can we attack? No, because we're going to take 4, 5, 6, 7 on the backswing. Yeah, so I don't think we can attack. Probably going to have to pop these reactors to kill this centipede. Which feels bad. They did that correctly. So now I think we just have to trade with the Kami, and then we can kill the centipede next turn. We're too low on life here, so we'll just do that. What are we playing? Red, black? Can't even remember here. Yeah, sure. Go ahead, get away. Puzzle maker. Probably didn't need to play that, but I wanted to make sure we had enough mana up for this. Should have held that for the terminal. But if they go to equip the centipede, we're just going to go and kill it with the reactor. So, go ahead. Yeah. Alright, so we'll get rid of our only creature here. And they'll hit us for 3. Doesn't really matter what we do because we have to discard it anyway. But at least this gets a trigger on the reactor if we play it. So we'll play it and then have to sacrifice it. Take another 3. Dockside Chef. Undercity Scrounger. Now they have the combo as well. We can kill the chef here. But it doesn't really matter what we do. Well, we can cast that, but we're dead in 2 turns here. And this is going to have Menace and will attack as a 1, 2, 2, 4. Yeah. Could be good, but not here. And that should do it. All right, let's rally from O2. Okay, so this hand desperately needs red. But any land opens up network terminal, and we are on the draw. Can also play a Scrounger to stabilize. I'm going to keep it and probably regret it soon enough, but mulliganing is horrible, so we'll keep this one. Got a fake fish over here. And then get aggroed out by Reckoner raids. Oh, there's the red, so at least there's that. Okay. Get reactor going here. Alright, and now we can just play the network terminal. Opens up our hand a little bit next turn. We can go Terrarium, get a Plains into Scrounger, which could be pretty good. Never mind. I mean, we're gonna miss a land drop if we don't do this. Take action, go get that Plains. Play it, and then pass. Take another 2. And then take another 4. How many times do you have to play against? There's a cycle of, not a cycle, but like several uncommon sagas, including Life and the one that we played against like 3 times last game, and then Reckoner Raid. So yeah, looks like this will be a nice and short video for you all today. Play Kami, but it doesn't even block that. Nothing blocks that. We could play Ink, but then they got more coming next turn. We can play Scrounger, but it's not very mana efficient. We can play Soul Ripper, but it does Stone Cold nothing. So I guess we'll play a 3/4 that can't block yet. Yeah, as I was saying, these this one plus the blue Behold the Unspeakable. I mean, they're just insane, and we just get wrecked by them. It's been a tough couple of days here on the channel. Tough couple of days. Let's discard Soul Ripper. Okay. We have the discount here now, but we'll just play Scrounger. No attacks. Hopefully they don't have removal. They've got all the menace, though. We're going to discard probably the boar here at this point. So these artifact decks in this format, they seem like fun, but for me, they have not cut the cheese. Hasn't really done it for me. I haven't figured out how to pilot these very well. So. Yeah, it's been tough. It's certainly been tough. We can crack the terrarium. We could just hold this up as well. Probably going to have to ink the Tanuki almost assuredly. Which means we can't cast the Centipede. So we could go Terrarium, put it here. And then ink the Tanuki, go to 2. Eat one of their menace creatures, and then next turn die. So... we can't do Reactor plus ink. So I guess we're just going to do this. And then pass. Okay. Makes sense. We'll try to kill that one and see if it works. And if it doesn't, GG's. Alright, now we have to double block here. Nope, we'll just go to 2. And then die next turn. So, yep, never really stood a chance this draft, unfortunately. It's been a rough one. But here we are. Let's play this. Put that there, and then we could double block, and then single block, and then we die. So, been a tough couple of drafts, you know. We'll rally here, and then come back. 1 and 3, followed by an 0-3. Never feels good. Happens to everyone, though. So, stick around, and you will see better from the channel going forward. If you like green decks, you're at the right spot, because get ready for some green decks. They are my favorite in this format, and the artifact decks are not. So I think I'm going to steer clear from the artifact decks for a while, because I've been on a losing streak with them. Let's go green. And don't forget to stick around to the end of the video to toggle through our Neon Dynasty trophy playlist, or to find the last video in case you missed it. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you tomorrow for your daily draft.